400 billion. That is how many stars are in our galaxy. Just our galaxy. Most of them have planets. Many of those planets are older than Earth. Some have had billions of extra years, billions, to develop life, intelligence, technology. The math is simple. The universe should be absolutely crawling with civilizations. So why have we never heard a single sound? Not one signal, not one transmission, not one whisper from anyone out there. In 70 years of listening, nothing. And that silence is the scariest thing in the entire universe.
This is not science fiction. This is a real scientific problem with a real name, the Fermi Paradox. And the smartest people on Earth have been staring at it for decades without an answer. Let us talk about the actual numbers, because the numbers are what make this so disturbing. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains roughly 400 billion stars. Astronomers now estimate that most of those stars have at least one planet. That gives us hundreds of billions of planets in our galaxy alone. Now, filter that down. How many of those planets sit in the habitable zone? Not too hot, not too cold, where liquid water can exist. Conservative estimates say tens of billions. And our galaxy is just one of an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 2 trillion. Even if life is incredibly rare, even if only 1 in a million planets ever develops any life at all, the numbers still produce millions of civilizations across the universe. And some of those civilizations would be ancient. Our sun is 4.6 billion years old. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. There are stars out there twice as old as our sun, which means civilizations that could have had a 9 billion year head start on us. 9 billion years. In 9 billion years, a civilization could have colonized the entire galaxy several times over. They could have sent signals across every corner of the universe. They could have left evidence of their existence absolutely everywhere. So where is it? Where is any of it? We have been looking, seriously, systematically, scientifically looking, since 1960. Project Ozma was the first real attempt, pointing a radio telescope at nearby stars and listening for any signal that did not look natural. Nothing. Since then, SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, has scanned millions of star systems across dozens of frequencies. They have used some of the most powerful telescopes ever built. They have analyzed petabytes of data. In 1977, something happened. A signal came in that was so unusual, so powerful, so perfectly structured that the astronomer who found it wrote one word in the margin of the printout. Wow. The wow signal. 72 seconds of something that looked exactly like what a transmission from an alien civilization should look like. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. It was never repeated. It was never explained. 60 years of listening. One wow. And then silence again. Not a single confirmed signal. Not a single confirmed contact. Not a single piece of evidence that anyone out there has ever tried to reach us. Or that anyone out there even exists.
So now it gets genuinely uncomfortable, because the silence does not just mean we have not found anyone yet. The silence might actually be telling us something. And every possible explanation is deeply unsettling in its own way. Explanation 1. We are alone. Life, intelligent life, is so unbelievably rare that in a universe of 2 trillion galaxies, it only happened once. Here, on this small rock. That would make us the most extraordinary accident in the history of everything. And it would mean that when we are gone, that is it. The universe goes back to silence forever. Explanation 2. They exist, but something stops every civilization before it can reach the stars. War, disease, climate collapse, self-destruction. Some barrier, some great filter that every intelligent species eventually hits and does not survive. If that filter is still ahead of us, we may be next. Explanation 3. They are out there. They know we are here, and they are not making contact on purpose. The universe is not silent because it is empty. It is silent because everyone who survives long enough learns to stay quiet. Think about that last one for a moment. A universe full of civilizations, all of them hiding. All of them having learned somehow that announcing your existence is dangerous. That the silence is not emptiness. That the silence
is a warning. And this is where it all comes together. 400 billion stars, hundreds of billions of planets, 13.8 billion years, and we have found nothing. Either we are alone in a universe so vast it will never be fully explored, or we are not alone, and the silence itself is the most important message anyone has ever sent us. Either way, the next time you look up at the night sky, you will not see stars the same way again. Which explanation scares you the most? We are alone, the filter is ahead, or everyone is hiding? Drop it in the comments. Like if this kept you thinking. Subscribe, because next video we go even deeper into the silence. Our next video is on the dark forest theory, and trust me, compared to that, this one was just the introduction. It gets darker, much darker.